Have you ever seen those walls of colorful machines in Japan? The ones that dispense tiny toys and plastic balls? Well, that's what we're diving into today, the amazing world of Gachapon. These aren't just toys, they're a full-on cultural phenomenon. And it's kind of wild, right? How can something so small create such a huge buzz? We're going to find out exactly what makes them so incredibly special.
So here's our plan. First, we'll talk about that magical Gachapon moment. Then, we'll get into the psychology of why we just can't get enough. After that, we'll look at how these tiny toys have become incredible works of art. Then, we'll check out the industry's massive boom. And finally, we'll ask what it all means.
All right, let's start with the feeling, the experience itself. If you've ever used one of these machines, you know what I'm talking about. It's more than just getting a toy. It's this whole little ritual, a sound, a feeling. It's this tiny personal ceremony of pure surprise.
It all begins with the sound. Even the name is a sound. You pop your coins in, you grab that handle, and you turn, and you hear that heavy, satisfying gotcha. You can feel the gears working inside. It's like a promise of something fun about to happen. That is the sound of anticipation.
And then comes the big finish, the pawn. That's the little clunk of the capsule as it drops into the tray. Gotcha. Pawn. See? That's it. The mystery has arrived, your prize is here, the wait is officially over.
And this right here, this is the best part. Holding that little plastic ball in your hands. You know, the real magic isn't even the toy inside. Not yet, anyway. It's this moment of pure possibility. What's in there? For just a second, it could be absolutely anything.
That feeling is just so powerful, isn't it? So why? Why is this simple little action so completely captivating? Let's, crack open the capsule on this and look at the actual science that makes this little bit of fun so addictive.
So here's the secret sauce. Our brains are total suckers for a surprise. It's actually a science thing. Some psychologists call it variable ratio reinforcement. Fancy term, right? But all it really means is that getting an unpredictable reward gives your brain a way bigger jolt of happiness, that feel-good chemical dopamine, than getting something you were expecting. So a Gachapon machine, it's pretty much a perfect, totally safe little dopamine delivery system.
And it really breaks down into 4 things that get us hooked. First, there's nostalgia, right? It just takes you right back to being a kid. Then you've got that pure rush of surprise. What am I going to get? After that, there's the collector's instinct kicking in, that powerful need to get the whole set. And finally, and this one is huge, it's just a simple, cheap way to escape for a minute. A tiny bit of stress relief.
And that's really key. Because it's so affordable, our brain doesn't see it as a real risk. It's a safe gamble. The randomness is all fun, no stress. So that feeling of, oh, maybe next time I'll get the one I want. Well, that's what makes it so easy to try just one more time.
But, the psychology is only half the picture. The real reason adults are so into Gachapon now is because the toys themselves have gotten, well, unbelievably good. I mean it. Forget what you think you know about cheap machine toys. This is a whole different ballgame.
I mean, just look at the difference here. On one side, you've got a classic from the 80s, super simple, one color, totally fun for its time. But on the other side, that is a perfect tiny version of a Converse sneaker, made from a 3D scan of the real thing. You can see the texture, the little logo, the quality is just mind-blowing.
So how are they so good? Well, it's this amazing mix of technology and pure artistry. They're using 3D scanning to make these perfect little copies. The paint jobs are so detailed, way more than you'd expect. But the biggest thing is the strategy behind it all. These are designed as collectibles for adults, often working with famous brands and artists. It's serious business.
So you take that amazing quality, you mix it with some really smart business moves, and what do you get? You get what everyone is calling the 5th Gachapon boom. And trust me, this isn't just a trend. It's a massive cultural and financial wave.
Get ready for this number. 61 billion yen. That was the size of the market in Japan, just in Japan, back in 2022. Let that sink in for a second. We are talking about an industry worth hundreds of millions of dollars, built on nothing but tiny little plastic toys and capsules. Wow.
And whoa, take a look at this chart. It really just spells it out, doesn't it? The market was already massive back in 2020. But then, just look at that jump by 2022. And the estimate for 2023? It's through the roof. This is proof right here that Gachapon isn't just a cute little hobby anymore. Nope, it's become a major player.
So what's causing this crazy growth? It's kind of the perfect storm. You've got these huge, super clean specialty stores that look more like art galleries. It's become this must-do thing for tourists. And of course, social media is pouring fuel on the fire. Everyone loves sharing their Gachapon finds online, which just makes more people want to try it.
And this sentence just says it all. Gachapon used to be tucked away in the dusty corner of a candy shop. Now, they are the main event, right in the middle of international airports. It's the absolute perfect way for tourists to use up their last few coins on a uniquely Japanese souvenir. It's honestly genius.
Okay, so we've looked at the feeling, the psychology, the incredible quality, and this booming market. So what does it all mean? What can a tiny little plastic ball really tell us about, well, anything?
The whole journey is just fascinating when you think about it. It begins as the small, personal moment of fun. Then, that fun gets a boost from some powerful psychology. The toy itself turns into a little piece of art you can collect. And all of that comes together to create this huge cultural force.
In the end, Gachapon isn't just one thing. It's so many things at once. It's a tiny bit of luxury you can actually afford. It's a 2-minute break from a stressful day. It's a little sculpture for your desk. And it's something fun you can share with your friends online. It's a whole experience, not just a product.
Which kind of leaves us with one last question to think about. In a world that's always chasing things that are bigger and faster and more complicated, what if the best, most joyful ideas really do come in the smallest packages?